Hi guys, this is MetaTrader. I trust you all are doing great. So today we'll be discussing a subject I consider very important. Yeah, so a couple of people have met me privately and they've been asking, like this Forex thing, I've actually been hearing people talk about Forex. What is Forex all about and how do I go into Forex if I want to go into it? Right, so I've actually heard a lot of times, I've actually had a lot of people ask me the same question. So I haven't considered them. I felt it's important for me to just discuss about Forex, and then it's something that will be useful for beginners to have an understanding of what Forex is all about. And if you've been trading Forex for a while, I think this might actually be very important to you as well, because perhaps there might have been one or two things you missed out at your early stage. You probably didn't take cognizance of these things and then you didn't get the information as regards it. So I think you should also pay close attention to this as it will benefit you. Right, so without wasting much time, let's just dive straight into it. So I've actually titled it Forex 101. Yes, Forex 101, Beginner's Guide. Now, Forex, also known as foreign exchange, is the buying and selling of currencies. It is the largest and most liquid financial market in the world, with a daily turnover of over $6 trillion. Yes, $6 trillion. So in Forex trading, currencies are basically traded in pairs. Such pairs like Euro USD, Great British Pounds USD, Great British Pounds USD, and other currency pairs. There are quite a number of them. Right, so the Forex market operates 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's Monday to Friday, basically. It is accessible to traders across the globe. So every part of the world you find yourself, you can actually trade Forex. It's not limited to any jurisdiction. It's also important to differentiate between Forex trading and trading of currencies. Why I think it's important to differentiate the two is that sometimes people ask about when I go to BDC, to exchange my foreign currency, is it not Forex trading? Yeah, I will actually explain. Now, there's what we call Forex trading, and then there's what we call exchange of currencies through the BDC, using the BDC guys. Now, let me start off with the BDC thing. If you have your currencies and you want to exchange it, currently I live in the city of Abuja. There's a place called Wuse Zone 4. That's where we have most of the BDCs in Abuja. Yeah, so whenever I have my dollars and I want to convert it to Naira, by the time I get to Zone 4, and then I'll meet the BDC guys, right? So once I meet them, they will ask me, how much do I have? How much dollar do I have? And then how much am I exchanging and all? So by the time we discuss, we reach at a conclusion as per the rate, right? So at the end, I give him my USD, and then he pays me in Naira. So what we've simply done, we've done a transaction, foreign exchange exchange actually. So I give him USD and then I get Naira in return. So that's still Forex exchange, right? Buying and selling of currency. So basically I sold my USD to him and then he gave me Naira in exchange. So the major difference between that and Forex trading is, for that aspect, one, you require physical cash, right? And then secondly, you actually require a physical location. Like I said, here in Abuja, we go to Zone 4. So you take your physical cash to that location, or you have the guy come to wherever you are for the exchange to be done, right? So, but when we talk about Forex trading, is not so. Forex trading is done with a platform. Everything is done on a platform. Now, so you either use your MT5, which is MetaTrader 5, or MT4, MetaTrader 4. You can actually get this from your Play Store. You start by downloading and installing it into your device. It can actually be installed on your laptop or even your phone as well, or your tabs. So basically, once you install the MT5, you have your broker's account, which is linked to that platform, your trading platform. By the time you link your broker's account to that trading platform, you can then start executing your trade. So the first thing you do to start trading, you deposit a particular sum into your broker's account. By the time you deposit that particular sum, as you're executing trade from that money probably you would have deposited. Now, for the case of exchange, physical exchange, you take your cash there. But in this case, you're not. You just deposit. Once you deposit that amount, that's where you execute your trade from. So as you execute your trade and start making profit, see that your initial balance will just be growing. The money will increase and all. So how to place trade? Just in the same vein, the way you exchange your physical cash, you're basically doing two things. You're buying currencies or you're selling. For instance, you want to trade Great British Pounds against USD. And then for some reason, after I've done my technical analysis and all, I'm anticipating that Great British pounds will appreciate against the US dollar. So what I'm basically doing in that instance, I'll be buying, hoping that once I buy, it will be going up. As it's going up, I'm profiting. Like you see your money practically increasing. So that's how it's done as per Forex trading, right? So that way, I'm saying that Great British pounds will be rising, going up, and then USD will be dropping. So, but by the time I execute my trade, my buy, and then it turns out the other way that Great British is going down, it means I'm actually having drawdown, making loss, right? But if it's going up, that means I'm making profit. So basically, it's still the same thing, buying and selling, but the difference is that it's done through the use of a platform, unlike the other one that requires physical exchange. Yeah, so that's it about the difference, actually. So for currency pairs, we need to also have an understanding of what these currency pairs it's all about. There are three major currency pairs, actually. When it comes to currency, there are three categories of currency pairs. We have the major pairs, we have the minor pairs, and then we have the exotic pairs. Now, the major pairs are the most traded, actually. These pairs they typically include the currencies of the world's most largest and most stable economies, and they're usually very liquid. That's why a lot of people like to trade these pairs. So there are actually 7 of the major pairs, which are Euro USD, USD JPY, Great British Pounds USD, USD CHF, AUD USD, USD CAD, and NZD USD. Now, for the minor currency pairs, they are also known as cross currency pairs. And there are those pairs that does not include the US dollar. So some of them are Euro JPY, Great British Pounds JPY, AUD CAD, and quite a number of them. And then we also have the exotic pairs. So the exotic pairs are basically those pairs that involves the major currency pair and the emerging economy. For instance, we have currencies like USD Indian rupee, USD South African rand, you understand? So basically one of the major pairs, and then emerging economies, actually. But I won't actually talk much about that because those currencies are not usually traded by lots of traders. So why don't I focus on the ones that concern forex traders, the one we trade most of the time, which usually are the major and minor pairs. Now, having talked about currency pairs, it's also important for me to make people understand what those pairs are and then how to identify them, because most of the time you see those currency pairs, they are actually written in short form, like more or less they are usually abbreviated. For instance, it's something like GBP stroke USD. So that's basically saying Great British Pounds against United States dollar. So when you see GBP, now the first 2 alphabets represents the name of the country, and then the third alphabet represents the currency used in that country. For instance, GBP simply means, the GP means Great Britain. GB, I beg your pardon, GB, it's Great Britain. Then the P, because of course they use pound sterling, so the P represents their currency. That's why you have GBP stroke USD. US stands for United States, like everybody knows. Then D, they use dollar as their currency. That's why you have United States dollar. So the first 2 alphabets represents the name of the country, and then the third one represents the name of the currency used in that country. I hope that's clear. I can actually give more examples. If you have Great British Pounds, that's JBP stroke JPY. JP stands for Japan, and the currency used there is yen. So that's why you have JPY, Japanese yen. So basically, if you see Great British Pounds stroke JPY, that's Japanese yen, it means that you're actually trading Great British Pounds currency against Japanese yen, right? So that's how it works. So by the time you see those 2 currency pairs, there's something I also need to make you guys understand. There's what we call the base currency, and then there's also what we call quote, right? So the first currency is usually referred to as the base currency, while the one that follows is usually referred to as the quote, right? So if you have Great British Pounds USD, Great British Pounds stroke United States dollar, right? So in this instance, Great British Pounds is the base, while USD is the quote. So the one that comes first is usually the base currency, and then why the second one is the quote, right? I hope that's clear. So guys, I've actually talked about quite a number of things, and I started by letting you guys know what Forex is all about, and then how that Forex market has 6 trillion turnover in a year, in a day. And also it's traded 5 days in a week, which is actually 24-hour market, which is Monday to Friday. Also looked at the difference between your normal BDC exchange and then the trading Forex. Actually, trading Forex is done usually a platform. Why BDC, it requires a physical location with your physical cash. So the interesting about trading is that it can be done from anywhere, from your room. You probably can do it from the comfort of your home. You don't need to leave your space. You can actually do it from any part of the world. And I've also looked at currency pairs, looked at the various currency, the categories of currency pairs as well, right? So guys, I think I'll stop here for now. So until I'll see you guys in my next session. So guys, if you've not been following this page, please kindly subscribe, right? We'll keep dropping quite a number of valuable items which I feel will be beneficial to everyone. So guys, please do well to subscribe to this channel, like the videos, and then you can actually share it as well, because I know quite a number of persons will be interested in this kind of information. Please also turn on your post notifications so that whenever I post videos, you guys will be the first to see it. So until I see you in my next video, guys, keep staying real, keep staying safe, and peace. Bye.